Let's get right into it. Oh, that's right. Oh, it took me a second to remember everything that happened last time, and it's like, oh, damn. Now we have to go with the aftermath of last stream. Damn it. Oh, what a horrid already start. Okay. The next day. It was a strange day, where Mion was desperate to regain her composure. Every time our eyes met, she would say that she had something to do, or that she had to use the washroom and run off. Unable to just watch, Rena was taking care of her the entire time.
今日のミオンさん、徹底的に変ですわね。
Mion-san, she's acting totally strange today. Wow, I said that
一
backwards.
部始終を知ってはいるんだが、なんとも説明しづらい。
I know the whole story, but it's hard to explain.
女の子には不安定になる時もあるのです。
There are times when girls are emotionally unstable.
放っておいてあげるのが一番なのですよ。
It's best to just leave her alone. Turning around, I saw Rena calling me from the hallway. Oh boy. I wondered what it was.
ケイチくん、こっちこっち。
Okay.
なんだよ、こんなとこに呼んで。
What is it? Calling me over like this?
内緒話か？
Is it a secret?
その、災難だったみたいだね。
Oh, whoops. Why did my phone start playing that? Okay. It looked like it was a disaster. Yeah, no kidding. A total disaster. Yeah.
みーちゃん、かなり壊れてたけど、なんとか直しておいたから。
What? Michan seemed pretty broken, but I somehow got her working again. That doesn't sound very reassuring.
よく直せたな。
I'm surprised you managed it.
一体どうやって？
How did you exactly...
うん、テレビと同じ。
Same might do with the television. What?
斜め45度くらいの角度で、えい、えいって。
Just come at it from a 40-degree angle in Kia. What? You just smacked her then? Saying that she made a chopping motion. You know, I can't tell if you're joking or not, right? I don't think she is joking. I don't...
明日からは大丈夫だから。
She'll be fine by tomorrow.
だけど、ケイチくんにもお願いしたいことがあるの。
Also, there's something I want you to do, Keiichi-kun.
悪気はないんだが、なぜか罪の意識もある。
I didn't mean to do anything wrong, but I still feel guilty.
何でも聞くぞ。
I'm listening.
うん。
Thanks.
みーちゃんはね、昨日までの数日間のこと、なかったことにするから。
You see, Michan is just gonna pretend the last few days never happened. I mean, yeah, that's about the only thing we can do at this point. Never happened, huh? I see. Well, that's one way to run from it.
だからね。
So you see?
ケイチくんも、なかったことにしてあげて。
Keiichi-kun, could you pretend too?
それでみーちゃん、いつも通りだから。
Then Michan can go back to normal.
そんな簡単なことで、本当に大丈夫なのか？
Just doing something as simple as that, is it really going to be okay?
お願いだから、みーちゃんの心の整理がつくまで、そっとしておいてあげてよ。
Please? Until Michan gets her feelings in order, just go with it.
わかったよ。
Okay, I got it. Even though I shouldn't have been at fault, for some reason I felt guilty. The one at fault here was the one who knew about the entire situation and pretended to be Mion for an entire day, Shion. Yeah, I did think about that, but like, I can't tell. Maybe she did, maybe she didn't mean it. I don't know. Shion, I'm on the fence right now, whether or not that was intentional. But she never once said she was Mion. Yeah, but it's like, I don't know. Yeah, that's exactly why I'm on the fence, whether or not I blame her partly for that or not. I don't know. What am I supposed to be angry at? Seeing me stomping the ground impatiently, Rena giggled. Okay.
でも、ケイチくんもわかったでしょ？
But Keiichi-kun, you knew as well.
みーちゃんにも可愛いところがあるんだって。
That Michan has some cute things about her. Rena talked in a calm voice as her hair rustled in the wind.
あ
Yeah.
あ、退屈しないやつだということがわかった。
I know that she'll never let it be boring.
よかった。
Following this curt reply, Rena looked up at the sky and stretched.
ケイチくんがそれに気づいてくれれば、この数日間の出来事はすぐに笑い話になるんだよ。
As long as you realize that, Keiichi-kun, these past few days will soon be nothing more than a story to laugh about. Copying Rena, I also began to stretch as I looked at the sky. The clear sky towered into the distance.
今日は部活も何もなし。
There's no club activities or anything today.
今日だけは申し訳ないけどケイイチくん、下校は一人でいいかな。
Sorry, Keiichi-kun, but just for today, can you go home by yourself? Ah.
明日からは元通りだから今日だけね。
It'll be all back to normal by tomorrow, so just for today, okay? If all it took for everything to go back to normal was to leave Mion alone for today, then it was an easy decision to make.
わかったよ。
Got it.
ミオンに面と向かって言えないからレナに言っとく。
I can't say it directly to Mion, so I'll say it to you.
なんだか申し訳ないな。謝る。
I still feel kind of guilty about it, so I want to apologize.
うーん。
No.
元はといえばケイイチくんが無神経なことを言うからいけなかったんだよね。
The root of the problem was Keiichi-kun saying something insensitive, right?
これに懲りて少しはデリカシーってものを身につけるんだよ。
So if you learned anything from this, you need to look a bit into gaining a sense of delicacy, okay?
へいへい、努力します。
Right, I'll try. That day was the shortest day of my life. Rena was talking to Mion while accompanying her around the entire time. It looked like a real fun conversation, so I reflexively thought about joining in, but I had made a promise not to. It seemed that Mion was also trying her best to ignore me. So likewise, I did my best to ignore her. For the first time in a while, I ate lunch alone. Mion and Rena ate theirs by themselves. As I let outside my ashen mood, Rika-chan came over and patted me on the head.
ケイイチもミーもいっぱいいっぱいお勉強しましたですね。
Both Keiichi and me learned a whole lot. I'd never say it like that. It made it sound like we were having romantic problems. I didn't like that one bit, but you kinda were. Hopefully the teacher would notice and call us to the staff room after school or something.
きっとケイイチは素敵な大人になれますですよ。
I'm sure that Keiichi will grow up to be a wonderful adult.
なでなで。
リカちゃんはお勉強家だからすごい素敵な大人になれそうだな。
Rika-chan is a studious type, so maybe you'll grow up to be an amazingly wonderful adult?
もちろんなのですよ。
Of course.
僕は大人になったらすごいすごいのです。
When I grow up, I'll be super amazing.
あら、私も大人になったらすごいレディーになるんですのよ。
Okay, now that I find hard to believe. My, when I grow up, I'll be an amazing lady, you know?
サトコはいくつになってもお子様だと思うぞ。かけてもいい。
No matter how old you get, you'll still be a brat. You can put money on it.
なんですって
As Sadako snapped her fingers, a watch... Okay, thanks for letting me finish. A washbin fell from above, hitting me squarely in the head. How?
いってー、何しやがんだサトコ。
Oh man, there's a day I could thoroughly appreciate the value of having friends. Wow, already? Wow, that was quick. Okay. Already done with school. Wow. Oh, we're at home. Okay. Are we at school again? What the hell? Do we skip an entire day? Like, do we go to the next day again? Oh no, okay. Today was Saturday, so school ended in the blink of an eye. It really felt good to go home with the sun so high in the sky. On any other day, our club would have been up to mischief during our ample after-school time, but today Rika-chan had a rehearsal for tomorrow's Watanagashi to go to. Oh, tomorrow's Watanagashi! Oh my god, already Watanagashi time, okay.
リカちゃんはどんな調子？
How's that going, Rika-chan?
練習はバッチリ。
Do you have it down in practice?
去年よりは頑張りますです。
I'll try harder than last year. How hard did you try last year?
去年は終わった後、
ヘトヘトの汗だらけだったんだよね。
You were so exhausted and sweaty after last year's ceremony.
今年はもっともっと様になってますわよ。
She'll look far more fit for the role this year.
特訓の成果、ご期待あそばせですの。
Please look forward to the fruits of her training. The Watanagashi Festival everyone had talked about was tomorrow, wasn't it? The festival being in June felt a little early to me, but the onset of summer came quickly this year, so it fit the image of a summer festival pretty well.
じゃあ僕たちは失礼しますです。
Okay, we'll be off then.
明日を楽しみになさいませ。
Look forward to tomorrow.
それではごきげんようですわ。
Good day to you all. Sadako and Ryushan waved to us energetically and then left.
そういえば聞いてなかったんだけど、祭り会場ってどこなんだ？
You know, I never asked. Where is the festival happening anyway? Yeah, where?
この辺って祭りのできそうな場所なんてあったっけ？
I don't remember there being anywhere around here that seems suited for hosting one.
フルデ神社でやるんだよ。
They do it at the Frude Shrine.
ほら、以前にみんなでお散歩した時に行ったでしょ。
We went there for a walk one day, remember? Did we do that in this chapter? I don't think we did.
あの見晴らしの良かったところ。
It was that place with the really good view. Oh, right, I remember. There was a shrine all the way up on that hill, wasn't there? It seemed far too grand for Hinamizawa.
神社には立派な集会所とかもあって、老人会のカラオケとか習字サークルの会合とかを時々やってるからね。
There's a great meeting hall in the shrine too. The older people get together and sing karaoke or practice calligraphy from time to time. I definitely said that wrong.
単なる神社というよりは公共施設のような雰囲気だね。
It's more like a recreational facility than a simple shrine.
なるほどね。
I see.
それなら立派なのも納得かな。
I guess it makes sense that it looks so grand then.
みーちゃんちも今日の設営にはお手伝いに行くの？
Mi-chan, is your family going to set up today?
うん、男手がいるからね。
Yep, we have male hands for that.
町から親類が大勢手伝いに来るよ。
Most of our relatives come from town to help. Oh, that's right, you have like 1,000 of them. Male hands, huh? Well, I mean, I have nothing to do at home today, so...
俺みたいのが飛び入りで参加するとかえって邪魔になるか？
Would it be a problem if I squirmed my way in there to help out too?
Huh?
Oh, why are you embarrassed, huh?
ケイちゃん、手伝いに来てくれるの？
You want to help us, Kei-chan?
迷惑なら行かねえよ。
Not if it'll bother you at all.
単なる興味だからさ。
I was just kind of interested. We had bond dances and other festivals in the town I used to live in, but I didn't even know where they took place, much less wanted to help. You could say that I had absolutely no connection to the region. Having come to Hinamizawa, though, it really made me feel like this place was a home that I had returned to. Before I knew, I harbored a little interest in the small community activity of preparing for a festival the day before.
ケイチくん頑張れるかな？
I wonder if you'll be able to, Keiichi-kun.
テントを立てたり、パイプ椅子を並べたり。
There's a lot of building tents and setting up chairs.
結構重労働って聞いてるよ。
I hear it's pretty hard physical labor.
別に俺一人でやるわけじゃないだろ。
I mean, I wouldn't be doing it alone, right?
みんなでやればきっと早いぜ。
The more hands we have, the faster it'll go. Mion looked happy to hear that, but at the same time her expression was complex, tinged with hesitation. Rena gave her the last push for me.
じゃあ決定だね。
It's decided then.
行ってきなよ、ケイチくん。
You should go for it, Keiichi-kun.
みーちゃんはビシビシこき使ってあげてね。
He's all yours, Mi-chan. Put him through the ringer. No.
レナの推薦じゃ仕方ないな。
Well, I can't argue with the recommendation from Rena.
じゃあさ、帰ったらラフな格好で神社に来なよ。
Okay then, go home first, put on some work clothes, and come to the shrine.
汗拭き用のタオルもあるといいかもね。
Oh, and you might want to bring a towel to wipe your sweat, too.
よし来た。
Got it.
俺こう見えても太陽の下で汗をかくの嫌いじゃないんだぜ。
I may look scrawny, but I actually quite like breaking a sweat under the hot sun. Do you now?
せいぜい腰を痛めないようにね。
Carefully don't hurt your back, okay?
じゃあ、おじさんはこの辺で。
Right, enough of my old man spiel.
私も着替えたらすぐに神社に行くから。
I'll get to the shrine too as soon as I've changed.
みーちゃんも頑張ってね。
Mi-chan, you do your best too.
バイバイ。
Mion waved vigorously to us and left. As far as I could tell from her gallant, retreating figure, she seemed to have recovered from the weak state she had yesterday. Well, really, okay, yes, really did pass a whole day, damn.
女の子は切り替えが早いんだから。
Girls are quick to get over things.
もうみーちゃんも大丈夫だよ。
Mi-chan is already fine.
うん。
Right.
あれだけ綺麗に切り替えてくれると、こっちも実に合わせやすい。
Her switching back to normal so cleanly really makes it easy for me to talk to her.
でも面白かったでしょ？
It was kind of funny though, wasn't it?
シンデレラみたいっていうのか
Kind
な。
of like Cinderella. Really?
魔法が解けたらもう会えないってところが。
Like you can't meet her anymore once the magic wears off. I mean, yeah, it's like with her Shion persona, it's like, yeah, we obviously can't see that anymore the same way we did before. So it's like, yeah, I guess I can kind of see it like that. It's a weird analogy though. Raina began to giggle a fair bit in amusement. Did she like this sort of thing? Oh no, she definitely did. Incidentally, me going along with it gave me a weird, hard to describe feeling. Did I turn myself into a plaything, or did they do it for me?
そんなに面白いなら、レナももう一人の自分を演じればいいじゃないか。
If you think it's so funny, then you should try pretending to be a different Rena too. No, we don't want to see last chapter Rena. I think we're good.
面白そうだね。
Yeah, that sounds like fun.
じゃあケイイチくんはどんなレナに会いたいかな？
Keiichi-kun, what kind of Rena would you want to meet? Any Rena besides last chapter Rena?
アイドル真っ青のルックスと、俺の言うこと何でも確実に聞く器量よして頼む。
One with a bust size of at least 90. Huge knockers that you're okay with me touching. Oh, why?
そんなの無理。
I can't do that. Oh my god.
料理上手でお昼のお弁当を作ってくれて、朝は迎えに来てくれて。
She'd be great at cooking and make me lunch and come to see me in the mornings.
それいつもやってる。
I do that already. I pulled Rena's head into a tight grip, then started to pet it. What?
優遇レナなんだろ。
You're Rena Ryugu, right?
レイナじゃなくてレナ。
Rena, not Reina.
だからレナはいつまでもレナのまんまでいろ。
So you just stay as Rena forever, got it? Wow, that was actually kind of wholesome out of
あ
nowhere.
りがとう。
Thanks.
お祭りのお手伝い頑張ってね。
Have fun setting up the festival.
おう、明日祭りで会おうな。
You got it. Let's meet it tomorrow. I got changed right away, and slinging a towel around my neck like Mion suggested, I set off for the shrine. It's been a while since we've been here. I think last time was Watanagashi last year. Well, not last year. I said last year. Last part. Wow. Okay. At the shrine, there was more people than you'd imagine even live in Hinamizawa there. All cordoning... Okay, that's probably wrong. Off areas and setting up tent frameworks, chatting amongst themselves as they did so. Alright, where's Mion? The liveliness of the throng didn't make it easy to look for her. I searched around as if I already worked there, and suddenly the principal called out to me.
前原君であるか。関心である。
Visit Maebara-kun. Interesting.
綿流しの準備のお手伝いに来たのかね。
Have you come to help with the Watanagashi setup?
ああ、どうも。
Hello.
何かお手伝いできないかなって思いまして。
I was just wondering if there's anything I could help with.
首相な心がけである。
How commendable your attitude is.
存分に汗を流すがよいぞ。
Feel free to sweat to your heart's content. Spurred on by the principal, I came upon a group of people setting up tents.
ありゃ、前原の兄ちゃんじゃねえの。
Oh, what's this? It's Maebara-chan.
ひょっとして手伝いに来たのかい？
Did you come all this way to help us? I hadn't found Mion yet, but I suppose I'd just get in her way if I ran into her.
おっす。
Yeah,
手伝いに来ました。
I'm here to help.
よろしくお願いします。
Just tell me where you need me.
若いのは元気があっていいね。
You young ones have all the vitality.
ほら、軍手つけて。
Here, grab some work gloves.
テントは組んだことあるかい？
Ever built a tent before?
いえ、初めてっす。
Nope, never. Delighting in teaching a new skill to someone younger, plenty of people happily taught me all sorts of things.
じゃあ、兄ちゃんは天幕の内側に入って天骨の紐だけ結んで。
Okay, kid, go inside the tent and tie up the cords. What? Tie up the cords. Oh my god. Why am I so bad at reading sometimes? Okay, kid, go inside the tent and tie up just the cords for the top. Oh my god.
結んだら足を立てて残りの紐も結ぶからな。
After that, we'll stand it up and tie the rest of them.
蝶々結びでいいんですよね。
I'm reading too fast. I gotta slow down. Butterfly knots are okay, right?
よいしょ。よいしょ。
There and there.
結んだか。
All done?
立てるぞ。
We're standing it up.
いっせーの。
What was once nothing more than a collapsed tent was raised on 4 splendid legs before my eyes in mere moments. Whoa. Seeing it put together like this is actually pretty moving.
ほれほれ、感動してる場合じゃないぞ。
Come on, don't need to stare and wonder.
まだまだたくさんあるんだからな。
I misread that. No time to stare and wonder. We've got a lot more to do.
トラックにテントを積んであるから、ここまで持ってきな。
We packed the tents into the truck, so go get them from there.
重いから2人でやれよ。
They're heavy, so take someone with you.
大丈夫っすよ。俺こう見えても結構力あるんすから。
Nah, I'm good. I may look scrawny, but I'm actually pretty strong.
お
What? They look light enough, so I thought they were, but they're heavy.
だから2人で運べって言ったろ。
That's why I told you to have someone help.
ほれほれ。
Come on, said the man, lifting it up with a grunt and taking it under his arm. Either I'm weak or these old guys all have superhuman strength. Nah, you're just weak, man.
ほら、一番若いんだから汗しないとダメだぞ。
Let's go. You're the youngest one here, so we're gonna make you sweat for it. Oh, how
頑張れ
fun.
頑張れ。
Do your best.
終わった後のビールがうまいぞ。
Beer after work is the best.
俺未成年だし。
I'm a minor. Sweat dripped from my body. I had been fully and completely absorbed in helping them. Like, oh my god, where is my English going? I would have never have thought the cold barley tea from the Women's Society could taste this delicious.
若いからね。
You're so young.
担当のみ。
Make sure you drink a lot.
ありがとうございます。
Thank you. It was then that I realized a crowd had formed near a shrine a ways off. When I took a closer look, I saw a girl dressed in shrine maiden garb and a handful of old men looking like they were preparing for the ceremony together.
リカちゃんか？
Is that Rika-chan?
おーい、リカちゃん、頑張れよ。
Do your best! I shouted. It seemed like she heard me. Rika-chan, positively exploding with vitality, answered with a smile. The other guys with me watched Rika-chan as well, with distant gazes.
リカちゃまも頑張るな。
Oh, that's a new one. Rika-chama. What does that mean? He's doing a great job.
去年に比べるとだいぶ板についてきたみたいだしな。
She seems far more used to this than she did last year. The old lady who gave me the tea clasped what looked like prayer beads in her hands and said,
リカ様、ありがたや、ありがたや。
and just like that began to respectfully pray to her. Huh? I just remembered that they called it the Furude Shrine. Wasn't Rika-chan's full name Rika Furude? How do you not know this? How do you just casually forget your friend's name? Oh yeah, that's right, your last name was that, right? The man sitting next to me answered my question.
そうだよ。
That's right.
リカちゃまのフルデ一族は代々大社様をお祭りする由緒正しい一族なんだよ。
Rika-chama's Furude clan is ancient and honorable and has worshipped Ooishi-sama for generations. Okay, we knew that. Huh? I'd always thought, oh no, that was the wrong huh. Huh. I'd always gotten the feeling she wasn't quite your average person, but it turned out she was from an esteemed family.
一昨年神主様だったお父さんが亡くなられてからはああやって頑張って祭事を引き継いでおるんだよ。
After her father, who was the shrine priest, died the year before last, she's really been doing her best to learn the rituals.
この立派になった姿神主様に見せたかったの。
I wish the priest could have been here to see how wonderfully she's grown up.
え
What?
リカちゃんのお父さんってお亡くなりになったんですか？
Rika-chan's father passed away.
よし、休憩終わり。
Okay, break time's over.
次は使わないパイプ椅子を沖小の体育館に戻しちゃおっか。
Let's get the chairs we're not using back to the gym in Okunomiya.
マキさん、軽を回して何人か連れてってよ。
Maki-san, pull the truck around here and take a few people with you.
じゃあ前原君最後にもう一働きしようか。
Alright, Maibara-kun. Let's get to work on one last job. Yeah. You're gonna make me do more work? I can't tell if they know I'm a minor or not, but the older men all cheer me on, encourage me to do my best and that the beer will be great. Oh boy.
ケイちゃん、頑張ってる？
Kei-chan, working hard I see. I passed my Mion. She was carrying a big cardboard box. It looked like she was right in the middle of working as well. Judging by the sweat seeping into her shirt, it seemed like I wasn't the only one with his hands full.
おお、頑張ってるぜ。
Yeah, I'm working my ass off.
ミオンも頑張れよ。
You work hard too.
ビールがうまいぞ。
The beer's gonna be great. We worked hard to the bone until the sun began to set, and it started cooling off. Oh, I would hate doing work like that in the summer. That just does not sound fun. It was soon full-fledged night, and the clear sound of the Higurashi eased the moderate pain I felt. The older guys began their night before drinking party in a tent a far bit off, causing quite a ruckus. The shrine grounds, on the other hand, had turned into a lonely road, tickled by the cool evening breeze, despite being so festive just a little while ago. The wind felt good. Not random. I leaned on one of the stone guardian dogs at the front of the shrine. I gave my legs a good stretch as I let my mind wander, and suddenly a paper cup filled with barley tea was thrust before me.
ケイちゃんお疲れ様。
Oh, Shion, why are you here? Kei-chan, great work.
はい、麦茶です。
Here's some tea for you.
お、気が利くな。
You're so considerate.
サンキュー、
Thanks, me. Her voice sounded exactly the same, but it felt somehow different.
あ、お前は。
Wait, you're...
どうも、シオンです。
Hey, it's Shion.
気が利いているのはシオンの方。
Don't go giving Mion all the credit.
聞いてないのがミオンの方ですので、お間違いなきよ。
She isn't considered at all. Don't get us confused, okay?
シオン、てめえ。
Shion, you little...
ここで会ったが100年目。
Now that I've caught you, you're not getting away.
ケイちゃんが勝手に勘違いしたんですよ。
It was your mistake, Kei-chan.
私は初めからシオンとしか名乗ってませんし。
I've never said I was anyone other than Shion.
それを言われると弱い。
Ugh, I guess I can't argue with that.
そうそう、お姉にすらかなわないケイちゃんが私にかなうわけないんですからね。
That's right. You're no match for my older sister, so I can't let you be a match for me either.
それより麦茶、
Anyway, your tea.
ぬるくなっちゃいますよ。
It's going to get warm.
うん。
Ugh.
もう機嫌直してください。
Come on, please cheer up.
だからこれ仲直りの麦茶ってことで。
Trying to make it up to you with this tea. I mean, damn it. Can't get mad. Well, she didn't come all the way to bring it to me. I guess I'll accept it. I took the cup and downed it in one gulp. And then suddenly, I heard a loud shout and it got stuck in my throat. I'm assuming that's Mion.
今度はどっちだ。
Which one is it this time?
本物のミオンか。
Is that the real Mion?
シオン、あんたなんでまたケイちゃんと一緒にいるわけ？
Shion! Why are you hanging out with Kei-chan again?
お姉と違って私は気配りとかできるタイプですから。
Because unlike you, I'm very considerate.
汗だくになってたケイちゃんを放っておけなくて麦茶を持ってきたわけです。
Keiichi was so sweaty, I couldn't leave him alone, so I bought him some tea.
ところでお姉はなんで麦茶を2つも持ってるんです
By
か？
the way, why are you holding 2 cups of tea? Oh, were you gonna give him one too? Oh, man. Now I feel bad again. Mion's face went bright red, and she tried to hide the paper cups behind her back. Oh, damn. That's...
いや、これは
well, this is...
大雑把で自分さえ良ければいいお姉がクラスメートの男の子に海外しく麦茶を持ってくるわけないですよね。
Hey now, she wants to do it, she wants to do it, okay? There's no way you, such a rough, timid, good sister of mine, would briskly bring a male classmate tea, is there? I mean, I can see it now,
結
so I
局
don't
何な
know.
んです？
So what are they?
その2つの麦茶は
What are those 2 cups of tea?
これはその
These are, well, I don't like this sort of malicious teasing going on here, I don't know. It's making me a tiny bit uncomfortable. Right!
すっごく喉が渇いちゃって2杯は飲めるかななんて。
I was just so thirsty, I figured I'd drink too.
お姉らしい。
That's so like you.
それ一気一気。
Come on, chug, chug. As Shion cheered at her, Mion downed both the cups of tea, one after the other. Oh, would you drink them like both at once? Don't do
さ
that.
すがはお姉、見事な飲みっぷりでした。
What a fabulous drink that was. I expected nothing less from you.
ケイちゃんも拍手拍手。
Kei-chan, you give her a hand too. Wait, suddenly the situation has gotten unbelievable. Mion doesn't usually get manipulated so easily like that. I've known for a while now, but Shion is terrifying.
ミオンってシオンには頭上がらないのか？
Mion, you can't hold your own against Shion?
私シオン嫌い。
I hate her.
この前からもっと嫌いになった。
And lately I hate her even more. Oh, is that Tomitake? Just then I heard the snap of a camera shutter. Oh, it is. I think this is the first time we've seen him this chapter.
こんばんは。
Wow, yeah, no, this is the first time we've seen either of these two this chapter. Wow, okay. Because like last chapter, we saw Tomitake almost like right away. Like it was like the second day. But now it's like we're seeing him so late, like close to where he got like the day before he got killed last time. Good evening.
いよいよ明日がお祭りだね。
The festival's coming up tomorrow.
今日は準備お疲れさん。
Thanks for all your hard work setting it up today.
こんばんは。
Good evening.
あら、シオンちゃん。
Oh, Shion-chan.
珍しいわね。こっちへ来るなんて。
Quite unusual for you to come here. Yeah, why did you come here? I know you didn't want to help out, so why are you here?
ありゃ、富竹のおじさまに高野さんじゃないですか。
Oh, hey, it's Tomitake and Takano-san. Oh, that's right, that's your name. Oh, sorry, we didn't get your name until like a tip, I remember.
こんばんは。ご無沙汰いたしております。
Good evening. It's been a while, hasn't it?
いやあ、ケイチ君。
What the fuck? All I said was Keiichi-kun, and that confused me. Okay, so we haven't met then. So you're that transfer student I've been hearing about, Keiichi Maebara-kun, right? Say, so we haven't met at all yet. Okay.
今日は張り切って仕事してたね。感心したよ。
You really did a bang-up job today. I'm impressed. I feel like I've seen this photographer guy before. Again, here's the deja vu he's been getting when he sees some people. Okay, is he remembering bits from the last timeline? I'm gonna call it, I guess. Have we met before? I'm glad you remembered. Oh no, we did. We passed many times on the road, Keiichi-kun. I'm Tomitake. I'm a freelancing photographer from Tokyo. Okay, so no, we did see him, but like we never actually talked to him until now. Okay. Oh, that kind of throws it off then a bit. Okay, well there goes what I just said 5 seconds ago.
こんばんは。私はわかるかしら。
Good evening, do you recognize me? I do as the reader, but as him, I don't think so.
すみません。覚えがないです。
I'm sorry, but I don't. I didn't mean to right-click.
高野美代さんだよ。
She's Mio Takano-san. Okay, so we're getting more into you. That'd be nice, because I know.
ケイちゃんはまだ風邪とかで診療所のお世話にはなってない？
Do you remember when you were at the doctor's office when you had a cold, Kei-chan? What? Hold on a minute.
ミオさんは診療所で看護師さんをやってるんだよ。
When did he have a cold? Was it something that... Because he went to the doctor's last chapter, but like obviously this takes place before it. What the hell? Mio-san is one of the nurses who work there. Okay, so you work at the hospital. Oh, no, that's right. No, did... What?
高野よ。
Call me Takano.
よろしくね。
Or Takano. I'm gonna call you Takano. I'm pleasured to meet... I'm pleasured? Wow! I'm pleased to meet you.
治療に来るときは教えてね。太めの注射針を用意しておくから。
Tell me when you're coming in for treatment. I'll prepare a huge needle for you. No, I'm never gonna see you
そり
then.
ゃご丁寧にどうも。
That's very thoughtful of you. Tomitake seemed to be quite entertained at the Sonozaki twins being in the same place, and he took picture after picture.
いやー、一卵性ソーセージとは聞いてたけど、並んでみると壮観だね。
Wow, I'd heard you were identical twins, but it really is quite something to see side by side.
本当にそっくりなんだな。
You really do look exactly like. Wow, English.
そっくりなのは外見だけじゃないんですよ。
We're not just
下着もお揃い。
we're not just unlike on the outside. See, our underwear matches too. No, I what? No.
あんた何すんの？
Ah! You idiot! What the heck are you doing? Things have never been as lively as when the two of them are together. I thought they were exactly the same at first, but I started to get a handle on which is which. Yeah, no, these two are clearly different. Mion is Mion, and Shion, well, she seems a far better actor than Mion was. That's kind of scary. In the first place, somebody that could sprun Mion so easily wouldn't have shown such weakness to those lard buckets that Angel moored. If that was the case, then that cowardly behavior from that day was all a complete act. Oh,
あの
that's
二人、昔はもっとそっくりでね。
the background's kind of weird. What happened? They kind of split awkwardly. They were even more alike when they were little.
ご両親でもどっちがどっちかわからなくて手を焼いていた
I
そう
heard
よ。
even their parents had a hard time telling which was which.
すごく想像に容易です。
That's really easy to imagine.
ご両親のご苦労がよくわかります。
I totally understand what they must have gone through. No, you don't. Takano gave me kind of an odd look, but explaining would have been a pain, so I didn't bother.
富竹のおじさまはまた渡長市の取材が終わったら東京にとんぼ帰りですか？
Tomitake, are you going straight back to Tokyo after you get your pictures of the festival?
うん。
What the hell is
本当は
going
いつまで
on?
も滞在していたいんだけどね。
What the hell? First the background split awkwardly, now there's two of them. No, hold on. Ah, it really is just two of them. What? He has a... What? What is going on? He's got a twin. What is this? Yep, though I would rather just stay here forever.
しがない大人の都合ってやつさ。
Silly adult things, that's all.
お
Oh
写真は
god!
早く素敵な賞を取るといいですね。
This is
お祈りし
weird.
ていますね。
I hope your photos win a fabulous prize soon. I've been praying for it.
ありがとう。
Thanks.
今度来るときには、今日撮った君たちの写真を
Oh,
送
and
って
one
く
of
れ
them isn't talking. Oh, this is weird. This one was moving, but this one wasn't. Oh, that was weird. Thanks. Next time I come, I'll bring the pictures I took of you all today. Okay.
今日は前原くんもお疲れ様。
However, could you did a lot of work today? Okay, now it's normal.
慣れない力仕事で疲れたでしょ。
You must be tired from all the physical labor you're not used to.
ま
Oh,
あ、
actually,
疲れたけど、結構楽しかった
before
です。
I forget, I haven't checked your other sprites with the other. Hold on. Okay, so there's that one. And there's okay. I forgot. I haven't checked the other styles for Takano up until now. So yeah, there we go. Now I did it. Huh? Well, I'm tired, but it was pretty fun.
若さね。羨ましいわ。
Oh, youth. I'm so jealous. I'm so nervous for when like We get another like a duplicate. It's really weirding me out. Takano-san smiled with an adult elegance that no one in my circle of friends possessed. The wind caught her hair. She gives off an intelligent beauty.
おやおや皆さんこんにちは。
Oh, why hello everyone. And it's Ooishi. Again, we meet before originally, huh? Seemed like our merry crowd was standing out this time. An overweight... Oh, I said that wrong. It seemed like our merry crowd was standing out. This time, an overweight older man addressed us. You remember him. And again, it was someone I thought I knew. Yeah, you met him. No, this time you definitely met him. If I recall correctly, he's a policeman, isn't he?
あら、お
Oh! Now she's behind him! What the hell? What is going on? Why is my game breaking? Now she's behind him. Oh, Ooishi-san.
こんばんは。
Good evening. Oh, you know him.
明日の警備の下見ですか？
Doing a preliminary security inspection for tomorrow?
はははは。そんなところです。
Something like that.
おや、富武くんじゃないですか。
Oh, if it isn't Tomitake-kun.
ご無沙汰しておりますね。
It's certainly been a while.
僕の名前を覚えていてくださったと
Oh,
は
Takano's gone.
光栄ですよ。
That was weird. I'm honored you remembered my name.
あなたもつくづくひなみ沢が好きですな。
What is this? Like, this conversation is giving me a weird vibe. You really do love Hinamizawa, don't you?
ここいらへんは東京よりもずっとアパートは安いですよ。
The apartments around here are far cheaper than the ones in Tokyo.
いっそ引っ越してくればいいのに。
You just move here and get it over with.
仲のいい不動産屋を紹介しますよ。
I know a realtor I can introduce you to.
それは嬉しいですね。
I appreciate the thought.
その説はぜひお世話になりたいです。
I'd very much like to follow up on that.
ではでは皆さん、良いお年を。
Alright, everyone. Have a good year.
園崎の双子さんも良いお年を。
And Happy New Year to the Sonozaki twins, too.
良いお年を、大石刑事。
Now you're... What the hell is going on? Now you're behind Tomitake. This feels so weird. Happy New Year, Detective
お
Ooishi.
仕事よろしくお願いしますね。
We appreciate your work.
今年は皆さんの手を煩わせない綿流しにしたいです。
We'd like to end this year's festival with the least amount of inconvenience possible. You know, the one thing I don't like is how everyone around here is tiptoeing around the issue around here. And then Keiichi here left really confused. It just feels weird.
こりゃ手厳しい。
That's pretty strict on me. Can Tomitake move? This is really weirding me out. Detective Ooishi left us with a low laugh and headed off to talk to some police officers standing a ways away. Oh, hard to say in one breath. I gave Mion a glance and saw her making an annoyed face, as if she were glaring both at someone she hated. Oh no, she hates him.
そうね。
Yeah?
今年は警察のお世話にならない綿流しになるといいわね。
It'd be nice if the police didn't have anything to do during Watanagashi this year.
君も好きだね。
You like this place too, don't you?
あら、二郎さんは嫌い？
Oh, you mean to say you dislike it, Jiro-san?
私、そういう夢のある話好きよ。
I quite enjoy such fantastic stories, you know.
潤いのない時代だからこそ、そういうのに憧れるの。
Especially with the times being so dry and uninteresting.
お社様のたたりか。
The curse of Oyashiro-sama, you mean? Oh my... Curse. Tomitake-san used a troubling word. Then suddenly someone tugged at my arm.
ケイちゃん、私お腹空いちゃったからさ。
Kei-chan, I'm pretty hungry.
酒盛りのテントに行ってお菓子でも食べてこない？
Wanna go to the tent with the drinks and have some candy and sweets? I know you're trying to drag them away.
そうだな。
I'm up for that.
俺もちょっとお腹が減ったかな。
I've gotten a little hungry as well.
行こう行こ
Okay, let's go. A moment later, Shion said something to Takano and Tomitake that stung my ears and gave me a start. Whoa.
う。今年は誰が死んで誰が消えるんでしょうね。
Well, I wonder who will die and who will disappear this year. Why do you guys just talk about this like it's normal? Like, I pulled back from Mion's grip and stopped abruptly.
シオン、今、なんて言ったんだ？
Shion, what did she just say? Oh, she doesn't want you to know. I feel like the air around us dried out all of a sudden.
行こうよ、ケイちゃん。
Let's go, Kei-chan. Oh, this is a new face. I don't think I've seen it. Yeah, I was about to say. Doesn't look very familiar.
つまんない話だよ。
Talking about something silly anyway.
お姉はまだケイちゃんに話してないの？
You still haven't told Kei-chan?
私、そういう話は吹き込まない主義なの。
Oh, and there goes all the happy stuff we saw earlier. Now it's all to the point. I make it a point not to spread stories like that. Shion's cold and quiet tone and Mion's harsh voice were quite the contrast.
おいおいおいおい、何の話だよ。
Hey, wait, hold on. What are you talking about?
知ってるなら教えてくれよ。
If you know something, then tell me.
俺だけのけ者なんて、なんだか気分悪いぞ。
It doesn't feel right being the only one left out, you know. I don't understand this. Someone explain it to me. However, Mion didn't seem to be at all willing to grant my request. She squeezed my hand in hers a bit, but when she realized I would hold my ground on this topic, she let go.
じゃあさ、私先に酒盛りのテントに行ってるよ。
I'm gonna go to the drinking tent first then.
早く来ないとケイちゃんの分なくなっちゃうからね。
If you don't come soon, Kei-chan, there won't be any left for you.
なあ、分かってるって。
I get it already.
すぐ行くから。
I'll be there soon. Mion left, trotting towards a particularly noisy tent on the other side of the shrine grounds. Oh boy. Before she got there, she stopped and turned back around. I showed no signs of going after her though, so she ran off.
もしも聞いてないんだったら話してもいいけど、
I could tell you if you haven't heard, I suppose.
ひょっとすると聞かないで彼女と一緒にお菓子を食べに行った方が賢明かもしれないよ。
But it might be smarter not to ask and go with her to eat dessert. Hey now, you've already got my full attention here. I'm not gonna leave without asking at this point.
ケイちゃんにも聞く権利があると思います。
I think Kei-chan has the right to hear this too.
お姉はその権利を奪ってただけです。
My sister was just stealing that from you. Shion's voice was bristling with thorns, as if somehow blaming Mion.
一体何の話だって言うんですか？
What on earth are you talking about?
あんまりもったいぶられると不愉快ですよ。
I don't really like people acting so self-important. Wow. Takano-san, realizing how prepared I was, looked across the group. After confirming that there were no objections, she opened her mouth.
前原君はたたりを信じるかしら？
Do you believe in curses, Maibara-kun?
たたりですか？
Curses?
面白いとは思いますけど、あんまり信じては。
I think they're interesting, but I don't really... I felt their cynical stares and winced. It was like they were telling me it was stranger not to believe in curses.
ケイちゃんは間違ってないですよ。
You're not wrong, Kei-chan.
たたりなんて迷信もいいとこ。
Curses are just superstition.
信じなくて当たり前です。
It's only natural you wouldn't believe in them, but y'all believe it, don't you?
そうね。
Mm-hmm.
それにたたりを信じるかどうかは話を最後まで聞いてからゆっくり考えればいいことなんだから。
Besides, you can take all the time you need to decide whether to believe in curses after you've heard us, though. Said Takano-san, giving a little smile. They're trying to scare me. At least that's what it feels like.
じゃあ少し僕が話そうか。
Alright, I'll start.
ケイイチ君はひなみ沢ダム計画を知ってるかい？
Keiichi-kun, do you know about the Hinamizawa Dam project? Yes. Oh yeah, the other day Angel Shion, or Mion rather, told me all about it.
確か、ひなみ沢が丸ごと水没する巨大なダムの計画が発表されたって言うんですよね。
You mean the plan for the giant dam that would flood all of Hinamizawa, right?
その通り。
That's right.
それに反対するために住民運動が結成され、国と激しい戦いを繰り広げたんだ。
Residents of the town banded together to fight it, and a fierce battle with the government unfolded. I've heard that too. The entire village united, using all the powers at their disposal, mass media, political influence, and other things, and fought the country. The way Mion described it made it sound like a boast.
あれ？ずいぶん詳しいじゃないか。
Oh, you know quite a bit about it.
そう、その通りさ。
Yes, you're right.
わずか1000人ちょいの村人たちが中心になって結束して国の施策を跳ね返したというちょっとした武勇伝なんだ。
It's practically an epic tale, how just 1,000 or so villagers banded together and rejected the government's plans.
その辺はお姉に聞かされてませんか？
Did you hear this from my sister?
この辺りの武勇伝はお姉も好きですからね。
She likes those kinds of epics, you know.
あ
Yeah,
あ、話してたよ。
she told me.
そのひなみ沢の人たちが結束して旗揚げした反対同盟の事務所があったのがね、
There was, however, an office for the Hinamizawa residents' opposition faction.
この神社なんだよ。
It was this shrine. Oh, okay, I don't think we learned
ほ
that.
ら、あの集会所がその名残よ。
You know the assembly hall? That's where it used to be.
解散後は老人会のサークル活動にしか使われてないけど、当時はまさに最後の砦だったの。
Now that the whole thing is over, the senior citizens just used it for group activities. At the time, though, it was their last bastion. Takano-san explained this, pointing a finger towards the assembly hall. I had been carrying things in and out of there all day. I mean, I would understand if they put an office like that in the mayor's house or something. But having an office on shrine grounds made it feel kind of like a base camp for Sengoku period warriors.
そんな心境だったんだろうね。
That was basically the mindset, though.
彼らはひなみ沢の守り神様であるお社様を祀る神社に本陣を置くことで必勝を祈願したんだよ。
Placing the main force in the shrine dedicated to Ooishi-sama, Hinamizawa's guardian deity, was like a prayer for victory. Ooishi-sama. That was definitely it. They mentioned Ooishi-sama's curse before. Is it the same Ooishi-sama?
ケイチ君はお社様は知ってるかい？
Do you know what Ooishi-sama, Keiichi-kun?
この神社の祀る神様の名前だよ。
It's the name of the god worshipped at this shrine.
ひなみ沢を守ってると伝えられてる。
It's said that he protects all of Hinamizawa.
いや、よくは知らないです。
Well, I don't really know much about him.
そうか。じゃあここから先は高野さんの方が詳しいかな。
I see. I think Takano-san knows more about the rest.
タッチ。
Tag, you're it. What?
平たく言えばそのままよ。
Well, that is generally the whole story.
お
Wow.
社様はこのひなみ沢に伝わる古い神様で、神聖なこの地が属世に汚されることがないよう守り続けてきたと伝えられてるわ。
Ooishi-sama is the ancient god passes down in Hinamizawa, and the villagers say he has been protecting this sanctuary from the poisons of the outside world. So essentially, he's a basic, standard guardian deity. I guess you can find that sort of god anywhere you go.
お社様崇拝は一種の先民思想の表れではないかと研究されているわね。
There's research into whether worshipping Ooishi-sama is a manifestation of a kind of elitism too. Oh.
先民思想って言葉わかるかしら？
What I mean is that the worshippers might think of themselves as chosen people. Believing yourself chosen, a nationalistic belief that you are part of a superior race or that you're a special clan chosen by the gods. They believe that they're a superior clan, so they believe strongly in cooperating with others, but they also end up being exclusionary toward other clans. Oh, I see. I won't go into too much detail, but it's a sort of national and religious ideas that lead to war. Huh. Of course, that goes for Japan, too.
大昔のひなみ沢の人たちは自分たちは人間とは異なる格の違う存在だと強く信じていてね。
A long time ago, the people of Hinamizawa strongly believed themselves different from humans, that they were above them.
下界との交流を格が落ちるとして意味嫌ったそうなの。
They believed that interaction with the lower world would sully their souls.
だから村に下界の人間が来ると不純が混じってお社様の罰が当たると強く信じ、何者も近寄らせなかったそうよ。
So everyone believed that if one from the lower world came to the village, they would be sullied and suffer the wrath of Ooishi-sama. Apparently, that kept everyone away.
よそ者を嫌う村ってよく推理小説に出てくるだろ。
Villages that hate outsiders come up all the time in mystery novels.
典型的なそういう村だったらしいんだよ。
This was once a classic example of a xenophobic village.
一応名誉のために断りますけど、大昔のことですからね。
Well, they'll deny it to preserve their pride. It was a long time ago, after all.
今は違います。
Things are different now. Shion followed up quickly, having sensed the thorns in Tomitake-san's words. Tomitake-san, embarrassed at what he said, scratched at his head. So this shrine worships Oyashiro-sama, thanks to Hinamizawa's holy ground, and it's a symbol of their traditional hatred of the outside world.
なるほど。
I get it.
だから下界からやってきた汚れたダム計画に立ち向かうためにひなみ沢の守り神様の神社に本陣を置いたと。
So that's why they chose the shrine of Hinamizawa's guardian spirit as their base of operations, to resist the Sully Dam construction project that came from the outside. Correct, smiled Takano, pleased. She must dislike stupid people.
円担ぎも万端。
Superstition, every last bit of it.
村人たちは視力を尽くしてダム計画に立ち向かうんだ。
The villagers gave everything, desperate to oppose the dam construction.
その最中なんだよ。
And right in the midst of it,
事実上、あの事件でとどめが入ったと言ってもいい。
the incident drove home the finishing blow. Oishiro-sama's curse.
ひなみ沢ダムの建設現場の監督がですね、
The
殺されちゃったんです。
person managing the person managing the construction site of the Hinamizawa Dam was murdered.
4年前かな。
4 years ago, I believe?
結構派手に新聞に載ったんですけど、覚えてません？
It took the newspapers by storm. Do you remember it? No, it doesn't.
ちょっと知らないな。
No, not really.
部下と喧嘩してつるはしでめった打ちにされて、両手両足首思いで捨てられたんだそうです。
Why does the voice sound different? And she's not synced anymore. There's no lip sync anymore. What the hell? He had to fight with a subordinate and was beaten to death with a pickaxe. His limbs and head were torn off, and the remains disposed of. What? They tore off his head? I didn't know that.
バラバラ殺人だよ。
The construction manager was murdered and dismembered. It's a gruesome incident. But it was just that, an incident. Person caused the incident after all. Should they really put it down to the curse?
その翌年にはね、ひなみ沢の住人でありながらダム推進派のグループを結成していた男がね。
Then the following year, the man who had organized Hinamizawa's group of dam proponents,
旅行先で崖から落ちて死んじゃったの。
he fell from a cliff while on vacation and died.
これは事故だそうよ。
Apparently it was an accident.
何しろ、ひなみ沢中から敵視されていたからね。
Of course, most of Hinamizawa was hostile towards him.
警察もかなり念入りに他殺の線を洗ったんだけど、結局、事故と断定したみたいだよ。
The police were all over the case as if it were a homicide, but in the end, it was judged to have been an accident. Now it's an accident. This is the most curse-like one, but it's still far-fetched.
さらに翌年、
Then on the next year,
今度はね、この神社の神主さんが原因不明の病で倒れて急死しちゃったの。
this time, the priest of the shrine contracted an unknown illness and suddenly died.
前の神主さんは、こう言っちゃ失礼ですけど、ちょっと日和見な人だったんですよね。
This may sound a little rude, but the old priest was kind of a wait-and-see type.
村中が反ダムで盛り上がってるのに、神主さんは放っておけみたいな感じで。
The whole village was in an uproar about the dam, but he just kind of didn't seem to want to bother.
抵抗運動の象徴である神社の神主さんがそんな感じなんだからね。
The shrine was the symbol of the opposition movement, and its priest, well, his attitude worked against him.
リーダーシップを期待していた当時の村人たちは失望し、中には怒りを抱く人たちもいたそうよ。
The villagers at the time had hoped for a leader, but their hopes were betrayed. Some people were apparently pretty angry too.
だから当時、年寄り連中はみんな言ったんです。
So at the time, all the older people were like,
これはお社様のたたりだってね。
"This is Oyashiro-sama's curse." That's what they said. It did seem like every year, dam-related people the village had resentment towards were dying. It was pretty creepy.
しかもね、
Oh, and also,
面白いことにこれらの事件や事故は毎年必ず綿流しのお祭りの晩に起こるんだよ。
it's interesting. All of these incidents and accidents always happen on the night of the Watanagashi Festival.
え
What?
ね、ちょっとたたりっぽくなってきたでしょ。
See? Starting to sound like a curse now, isn't it?
さらに翌年、
Then the year after that,
つまり去年だね、
in other words, last year,
今度は事故死したダム推進派のリーダー格の男の弟夫婦の奥さんが撲殺死体で発見されちゃったんだ。
the sister-in-law, the man who was the leader of the dam proponents, the one who accidentally died, was discovered dead, having been beaten to death.
もちろん犯人は捕まったけどね。
Of course they caught that criminal.
ね、
See?
やっぱりたたりっぽいでしょ。
Really seems like a curse, huh? 4 years in a row. Each one of the incidents and accidents were relatively commonplace. But every single one of them happening on the night of the festival worshipping Ooishi-sama, that's not normal.
年寄り連中はこの数年の事件ですっかりお社様のたたりを盲信しちゃって、
The old folks have been blindly accepting Ooishi-sama's curse because of the incidents these past few years.
若い人たちだって最初はバカにしてましたけど、今は誰も茶化しませんね。
Even younger people, too. At first they thought it was stupid, but now nobody makes fun of it. Yeah, I can see where she's coming from. Even me, even if I didn't think there was a curse at all, thinking about all the incidents like this made me feel like maybe it's real?
例えば今日のお祭り準備にしてもそうさ。
For example, just look at the preparations for the festival you were doing today.
ダムとの戦いで荒れていたとはいえ、何年か前までは綿流しはそんなに盛況していたわけじゃないんだよ。
Everything might have gone crazy during the battle against the dam, but just a few years ago, the Watanagashi Festival was never this well attended.
まあそうですね。
Well, I guess you're right.
お社様のたたりの話がなかったらこんなにお祭りには集まりませんね。
If we didn't have Ooishi-sama to talk about, we wouldn't all be coming to a festival like this, huh?
不信心者には罰が当たるかもしれない。だからお社様のお祭りには必ず出ようって言ってる人たち多いです。
There's a lot of people who say that infidels might be punished, so they really need to go to Ooishi-sama's festival. Shion nodded as if she were mocking herself.
どうかな。
So how about now?
圭一君もひょっとしてたたりは本当にあるのではという気になってきたんじゃないかな。
Keiichi-kun, you're starting to get the feeling that maybe, just maybe, the curse is real, aren't you? I mean, you can't just laugh off people related to the dam construction project all dying like that. If even I feel like this now, then the more superstitious members of the village must feel stronger than that, way stronger.
まあそれでもたたりなんかないと思ってます。
Well, I mean, I still don't think there's a curse.
ですけど信じる人たちの気持ちもわかるつもりです。
I can understand those that believe there is, though.
さすが
Wow, Kei-chan.
ケイちゃんは冷静に判断できてますね。
You can really keep a cool head about this. Shion grinned, realizing I'd rejected the curse.
たたりでもなく偶然のはずもないなら、さてこれらの事件はどういうことになるのかしらね。
Why do you sound like you're having fun with this? This isn't really, amazing. If it's neither a curse nor a coincidence, then what should we make of these incidents? Takano-san said, smiling playfully as if posing a riddle. Neither a curse nor a coincidence. But every year someone dies. What should we make of that, then? Tomitake-san, catching on to the fact that I had no idea what to make of it, opened his mouth and came to my aid.
高野さんはね、人間の仕業かもしれないって言ってるんだよ。
Takano-san is suggesting that it might be the work of real people. Yeah, that's what I think, too. Eh? Simple process of elimination would have gotten me there. I was a little taken aback at not having realized the answer immediately.
だってそうでしょ。
Well, think about it.
たたりでもなく偶然でもないなら、人の意志が働いてるとしか考えられないも
If
の。
it's neither a curse nor coincidence, then people must be willingly carrying it out. It's the only explanation, right? Takano-san pressed on. I smiled bitterly in spite of myself. Yo, just a few minutes ago, thinking the very concept of a curse was absolutely absurd. When she suggested it was someone's doing, I I ended up thinking there wasn't any way it could be a person. But Takano-san was right. It was either a curse or it was a person's doing. If unrealistic things like curses didn't exist, then the obvious next step would be to start thinking it was people behind it. But if that was the case, I glanced at Shion.
人間が犯人なら、確かにひなみ沢の誰かが犯人なんでしょうね。
If the culprit is a person, then they'd have to be someone from Hinamizawa.
現に、警察の大石さんはそう見てますから。
That's what the police officer, Ooishi-san, thinks right now, too.
おいおい。
Hey, wait.
そんなわけあるのかよ。
That can't be. I thought I now knew the reason Mion didn't want to talk about this. If Oishiro-sama's curse really existed, then that's fine. It would be divine judgment for the dam project business. However, if Oishiro-sama's curse didn't exist, which it obviously didn't, you shouldn't believe that last chapter though, then the culprit would most likely be someone from Hinamizawa. The villagers had worked desperately to oppose the dam construction project. I knew they'd use all sorts of methods to fight against it. If one of those methods was, maybe...
お社様のたたりは、ダム計画抵抗運動の暗部じゃないかって囁かれてるんです。
People whisper that Oyashiro-sama's curse could be the doing of a secret group in the dam resistance movement. Shion dryly put words to my exact thoughts. Of course, I didn't expect it. She was from Hinamizawa, so I didn't think she'd come out and say it herself. But no, I mean, she is, but she's, you know.
ちょっと落ち着いて考えれば、誰が見たってひなみ沢の誰かの仕業だってわかることです。
If you calm down and think about it, anyone would come to the same conclusion.
ダム工事に反対して得をする人以外、動機がないじゃないですか。
There wouldn't be a motive for anyone but people who benefit from opposing the dam project, right?
それはそうだけど。
I guess that's true. Admitting to the existence of a darker side of the dam conflict would be rude to Mion, who spoke of it so highly. So I couldn't just accept Shion's seemingly logical viewpoint.
それにね、警察の人は知らないだろうけど、
One more thing, the police probably don't know this. Oh, here we
ひなみ
go.
沢の人間にはわかる、ひなみ沢の人間の犯行だという証拠があるんです。
There's proof that someone from Hinamizawa committed these crimes, and the people of Hinamizawa know it. What? Shion rebukes me to keep my voice down.
ごめん。
Sorry.
でも、その証拠って、一体。
But this proof, what is it?
必ず、一人が死んで、もう一人が消えるからです。
The fact that one person dies and one more disappears. One more person disappears. Does that mean that someone besides the one who died from the curse was a sacrifice?
消えるって意味がよくわからないな。
What do you mean by disappear? Like transfer? Is that what we were talking about transfer last time?
それは失踪するって意味か？
They just vanish and you never see them again?
そうです。
That's right.
忽然と、跡形もなく。
Suddenly and without a trace. As she spoke, Shion pretended to do a trick with her hand like she was making a magician's hat disappear. Why are we all like joking about this and like, oh, we're all smiley, oh yeah, like this isn't like seriously weird. One dies a mysterious death and one disappears, never to be seen again. Simple vanishing act. But then why? How does that equate to someone from Hinamizawa being the culprit?
実はね、
Well, actually,
ひなみ沢の古い伝統の一つにね、
Hinamizawa has this one really old legend.
お社様の怒りを鎮めるために生贄を捧げたというのがあるの。
It's about how people offer sacrifices to Oyashiro-sama to calm his wrath.
生贄？
Sacrifices?
ええ、
Yes.
すまきにされて底なし沼に生きたままじわじわと時間をかけて沈めたんです。
They say they used to wrap a living person up in a bamboo mat and let them slowly sink into a bottomless swamp. What? Takano-san, though explaining something pretty terrible, has a look of glee on her face as she did so. Or you're like one of those horror fanatics that are just really... like, oh yeah. It's so cool hearing about this, like, no.
文献を調べた限りでは3日3晩をかけて本当にゆっくりとじわじわと沈めたそうよ。
As far as I can glean from the literature, it actually took 3 days and 3 nights for them to sink.
ほら、昔の人って結構ダジャレが好きでしょ。
See? Even people a long time ago like symbolism.
沈める沈めるをかけてたんだと思うの。
As the body sunk, Ooishi-sama's anger would be quelled.
だから時間をかけて沈めるという意味があったんでしょうね。
I hate your laugh. Like, no. Both were submerged into the deep. Takano-san was the only one laughing at this. Was she telling a joke or something? No, she's being dead serious. And that's why she's laughing. Shion did move to deny it, but I feel the difference in temperature between her cool expression and Takano-san's.
この辺の話はまあ聞いて想像がつくと思いますけど、ひなみ沢の秘史です。
This whole conversation, well, I think you can imagine after hearing it, but it's the secret history of Hinamizawa.
ひなみ沢に昔からいる人なら誰でも知ってますが、それを口に出すことはありませんね。
Everyone who has been wow. Everyone who has been in Hinamizawa for a long time knows it, but they don't talk about it.
高野さんはひなみ沢出身じゃないけどね。詳しいだろう。
Takano-san's not from here, but she knows quite a lot.
彼女は郷土史とか民間伝承とかが好きでね。
She really likes local history, folk legends, stuff like that.
全部独学で調べたんだよ。
She learned about it all by herself, too.
そんなにかっこいいものじゃないのよ。
I'm really not all that amazing.
単なる知的好奇心。
Just curious, that's all.
子供と同じよ。
Like a child.
ただの怖いもの見たさ程度なんだから。
I just want to see scary things for the fun of it. Tomitake-san laughed, a little bit embarrassed.
ちょっと待ってください。
Wait a minute.
ってことは何ですか？事件のたびに消えるという一人は生贄に捧げられているって言うんですか？
What does that mean? The other person who disappears during the incidents, you're saying they're offered as a sacrifice? Yeah. Shion answers in one word before anyone else can speak. Someone dies and somebody disappears.
本当に生贄にされてるかどうかは別にして、
Well, whether they actually get sacrificed or not is a different issue.
過去の事件では必ず一人が死ぬ他に一人が消えてるんだよ。
But every time something happened in the past, one person died and one other person disappeared.
例えば一番最初のダム現場の監督が殺された事件も、複数犯のうちの最後の一人が未だ逮捕されてないらしいんだ。
For example, the first one, where the dam site manager was killed, apparently one of the people responsible for that sales have been arrested. Yeah, the main one that started all of it.
それは単にうまく逃げおおせてるだけなんじゃないんですか？
Couldn't that just mean he managed to get away? No, I think he's still in Hinamizawa
別に
somewhere.
生贄にされたというのとは違うのでは？
I don't see why we should treat him as a sacrifice.
まあ僕もそうだとは思うんだけどね。
Well, that's basically what I think too.
で、次の年のダム推進派のリーダー格の男なんだけど、
There was also the year after that, with the leader of the dam proponents.
確か旅行先で崖から落ちて亡くなったんですよね。
You said he fell from a cliff and died while on vacation, right?
落ちたのは奥さんも一緒らしいの。
Apparently his wife fell as well.
警察は懸命に捜索したんだけど、どうしても奥さんの遺体だけ見つけられないんですって。
The police investigated fervently, but they were never able to find the wife's corpse.
崖下の川は増水してたそうだからね。
The river under the cliff was actually pretty high at the time, though.
どこか川下の湖の湖底で土砂にでも埋まってしまったのかもしれないけどね。
Oh, I got lost. The river under the cliff was pretty high at the time, though. So he could have just been buried under the sand at the bottom of some lake downstream or something. The perpetrator for dismemberment like that wouldn't want to be caught, so they'd be desperate to run away and hide, too. I thought I'd heard about cases where the corpses wouldn't surface after the person drowned in a swelled river like that. She vanished because of an unfortunate accident, but I still don't see the connection to sacrifices. If you took each of the past incidents in turn, none of the disappearances evoked that terrifying of an image.
その翌年の神主の病死の時ははっきりしてます。
The year after that, with the priest suddenly falling ill and dying, it's much clearer.
奥さんが遺書を残したんです。
His wife left a suicide note.
死んでお社様のお怒りを鎮めに参ります。ってな感じのが、神主さんが亡くなった晩に自宅に残されてたそうですから。
They found it in their house the night the priest died. Is this something along the lines of her quelling Ooishi-sama's wrath through her death? The curse. It seems to turn up in this one, though.
まあ、真相は闇の中なんだけどね。
Well, we may never know the truth of the matter.
その奥さんが受水自殺した沼は、さっき高野さんも話した例のでっかい底なし沼ってことになっててね。
The swamp the wife drowned herself in was the giant, bottomless one Takano mentioned before.
警察も沼を調べたそうだけど、遺品がいくつか見つかっただけで遺体は発見できなかった。
The police investigated it, but all they could find were several of her possessions. They never found the corpse.
警察は偽装自殺を疑って今でも探してるらしいよ。
The police suspect it was a fake suicide, and they're still investigating it now. Someone dies every year, and in the same way someone goes missing every year. Is she trying to tell me that everyone who vanished was kidnapped by some extremely efficient means and dumped into the bottomless swamp, still alive, and drowned to death? But a curse? That's unbelievable in its own right.
その翌年には、なんだっけ、ダム推進派の男の弟夫婦の奥さんだっけ
And the next year, what was it? The dam proponent's sister-in-law?
が殺されたんだよな。
She was killed. So, at that time, someone else vanished?
消えました。
Someone did disappear.
北条聡君っていう私と同い年の男の子です。
There's a boy around my age named Satoshi Hojo.
殺された主婦の義理の甥にあたります。
He's the nephew by marriage of the woman killed. Shion cut in with a slightly strong tone of voice. Did you know him? She knew the boy who had disappeared pretty well. At least that's the vibe I was getting. Yeah.
まあ、ざっとこんな感じね。
Well, that about sums everything up.
必ず一人が死んで、必ず一人が忽然と消える。
One person always dies, and one person always suddenly disappears. Leaving the suddenness aside, the fact was that each incident involved one person disappearing.
じゃあ、つまり、
So that means...
一人目が死ぬのはお社様のたたりで、二人目が失踪するのは村人が生贄に捧げてるからだって言うんですか？
The first person who dies is because of Ooishi-sama's curse, and the second person who vanishes is because the villagers sacrificed them? Is that it?
ケイちゃん、たたりなんかないです。
Keiichi, there is no curse.
誰かがお社様のたたりという名で一人目を殺し、誰かがその生贄として二人目をさらってるんです。
Somebody kills the first person under the guise of the curse, and someone takes away the second person to be a sacrifice.
でもシオン、それじゃあ村の中に犯人がいるってことになるんだぞ。
Shion, that means the criminal's in the village.
私は初めからそう睨んでます。
That's what I've been guessing from the start.
結構ショックですよ。
Pretty shocking though, you know.
この昭和の時代にそんな古い因習で人殺しが堂々と行われるなんて。
We live in the Showa period. It's kind of hard to believe people are committing murders like it's nothing, using some ancient justifications, huh? It didn't have anything to do with our discussion, but I got the feeling that maybe Shion didn't like Hinamizawa very much. Mion enjoyed talking about Hinamizawa and its epic tales, so she had to avoid talking about Ooishi-sama's curse, which didn't paint Hinamizawa in a good light no matter how you looked at it. She was trying not to give me a bad impression of the village, so she didn't say anything. Shion, on the other hand, was somehow different. She wasn't rejecting the concept of a curse to purge Hinamizawa of this bad impression, but rather because she strongly believed that a member of the village was the criminal behind this. Her conviction seemed a bit removed from the tight sense of community held by the people of Hinamizawa. Once upon a time, they looked so alike you could mistake one for the other. But talking to her now, I was getting a more powerful feeling that Shion had a completely different personality than Mion. You know, yeah, they do.
じゃあ皆さんはひなみ沢の誰かが犯人だと思ってるんですね。
Then everyone else, they all think someone from Hinamizawa did it, right? Neither Shion nor Takano-san answered that. The deafening silence told me all that needed to be said.
じゃあ重ねて質問します。
Let me ask another question.
ひなみ沢の誰かが犯人なら犯人は誰なんですか？
Someone from Hinamizawa is the culprit, then who is it? Neither Shion nor Takano-san had replied to that question either. Though it may have been rude to ask, I'd hoped they wouldn't have one. The reason I asked was to argue that their explanation that the culprit was from Hinamizawa was nothing more than one possibility. Shion caught on to my plan. She gave me a pained smile at my petty spite and opened her mouth to speak.
私が言ったのは所詮状況証拠ですからね。
All I said really just amounts to circumstantial evidence anyway.
具体的に犯人の名前を知ってたなら警察に突き出してます。
If any of us knew who it really was, we'd have gotten them into police hands already. As would anybody. And what about Takano-san? She too smiled dryly as Shion had opened her own mouth. well...
はじめに誤解を解いておきたいんだ
I'd
け
like
ど
to clear one thing up.
別に私は探偵さんのつもりはないのよ。
I'm not a detective or anything, alright?
本音を言うとね、犯人が誰かなんてことには興味ない
I'm
の。
not really interested in who the culprit is. Yeah, you're just curious on is it gonna continue being a curse this year? Oh, is it gonna be a curse tomorrow? Like, yeah, okay. I already decided you're in the category of I don't like you. I don't want to see you, like, ever. But, you know, you're an info dump. So...
Takano-san も困った人だな。
Takano-san, you sure are a handful. Tomitake-san gives a bitter laugh at her surprising opinion on the matter.
私はね、
You see,
古式ゆかしい残酷な風習やおとぎ話に興味があるだけ。
I just like cruel and atrocious ancient traditions and fairy tales. This isn't some kind of fairy tale or, yeah, like, this is
知
real
的
life.
好奇心で面白がってるだけなの。
I only enjoy them from a curious onlooker's perspective, and I don't like that.
だから一連の事件も犯人は誰かってことよりも事件の存在自体が古い因習がまだ根深く残ってることの証拠だって思って面白がってるくらい。
So even for this string of incidents, it's not so much finding out who the culprit is, but enjoying thinking about how the old traditions displayed by the incidents themselves still seems to have some pretty deep roots around here. Huh. Okay. Stop talking. Though she described herself as nothing more than a curious onlooker, her smile was as sharp as the tip of a blade. A woman like her felt very strange and a little scary to me. Maybe it's just that I was in fearful awe of the person whose emotions I couldn't comprehend.
私は全然面白くないですけどね。
I don't think any of this is interesting at all, and this is why you're the best.
明日はいよいよ渡流しのお祭りですけど、誰にも死んでほしくないし、誰も消えてほしくないです。
The Watanagashi Festival is coming up tomorrow, but I don't want anyone to die or disappear.
明日か。
Tomorrow, huh? That's right. That had completely slipped my mind. A string of murder incidents people attributed to Ooishi-sama's curse. It wasn't over. If last year's incident wasn't the end, then tomorrow night at the at the festival, would someone die and someone disappear?
明日は一体誰が死んで誰が消えるのかしらね。
I do wonder who will die tomorrow and who will disappear though, and that's why you're sick. You're sick. Takano-san said, running a comb through her hair with elegant movements, with a thin smile and a voice that nearly made me shudder. Someone looked like she was enjoying the thought of the incidents that could happen tomorrow, because she is! Then out of the blue, we heard a loud round of applause. They seemed to be ending the drinking party early. Right, I was making Mion wait this whole time, wasn't I? I should go back to her soon.
高野さんもからかいすぎだよ。
You're teasing the kid too much, Takano-san.
圭一君がすっかり真に受けてしまったじゃないか。
Now Keiichi can think it's all true. What does that mean?
ごめんなさいね。また悪い癖が出ちゃったみたい。
It's that bad habit of mine again, said Takano-san, sticking out her tongue bashfully. The strangeness in her expression was nowhere to be found. Now you just seem normal, but you're not normal.
高野さんはね、
Too late.
純粋そうな子を見るとからかいたくなる悪い癖があるんだよ。
The mask's already slipped off. I ain't seeing you the same again. Too late. When Takano-san sees an innocent child like you, she can't help wanting to poke fun at them. It's a real bad habit.
圭一君が真剣に聞いてくれるもんだから、ついつい調子に乗っちゃったみたいなんだ。
Keiichi-kun, you listen to everything so earnestly that she ended up getting carried away. You're very easy to manipulate, and I don't like that. Unlike Takano-san, Tomitake-san seemed like a totally normal person with common sense. Yeah, that's just what he is in this situation most of the time. And you just need that one character that's like just normal and like, yeah, just common sense. Common person, but ain't bad. They're apologizing after realizing what kind of impression they'd given me. Well, I know some of you mean it. I know you don't mean it, though.
高野さんが今した話はあくまでもフィクションだからね。
The stuff Takano-san just said is all fiction.
もしもさっきの話で圭一君がひなみ沢に持ってたいい印象が傷つけられてしまったなら、純粋に申し訳なく思うよ。
If it made you harbor any bad impressions about Hinamizawa, then we apologize for that.
もう二郎さんたら。
高野さんも謝った方がいい。
You apologize too, Takano-san.
怖がらせてしまってごめんなさいってね。
Tell him you're sorry for scaring him. Takano-san and Tomitake-san were arguing and messing around now. The strained air around this had already dissipated.
ケイちゃんもそろそろ戻った方がいいです。
Kei-chan, you should get going soon too.
お姉は嫉妬深いですからね。
Mion is the jealous type.
私は顔を合わせると喧嘩になりそうだから、このまま帰ることにします。
She sees me, she'll probably start a fight, so I'll be going home.
そうなのか？
Really?
じゃあ俺はミオンのとこに戻って待たせたことを謝るかな。
Then I'll go see what Mion's doing and apologize for making her wait, I guess.
迷惑をかけたね、圭一君。
Sorry for being such a nuisance, Keiichi-kun.
ミオンちゃんに圭一君を長く借りすぎて申し訳ないと伝えてくれないかな。
Could you tell Mion-chan we're sorry for borrowing you so long?
あ、はい。伝えても機嫌は直さないと思いますけど、一応。
Yes. I don't think telling her will make her feel any better, but sure. Tomitake-san and Takano-san, standing next to each other, both begin to chuckle.
じゃあね、ケイちゃん。
Okay then, Kei-chan.
明日のお祭り、どこかですれ違えるといいですね。
Let's try and run into each other at tomorrow's festival.
会えるよ。
We'll see each other.
どうせ俺たちのことだ。
I mean, it's us we're talking about after all.
賑やかにやってるに決まってる。
We'll be making so much trouble, it'll be hard for you not to find us. Shion and I said our goodbyes to Tomitake-san and Takano-san. Before we could leave, Takano-san called out to us. What now?
私の話を真剣に聞いてくれてありがとうね。
Thanks for listening so earnestly to what I had to say.
前原くんがあまりに聞き上手だったんで、話しててとても楽しかったわ。
You're just so good at listening. I had a great time talking to you.
聞き上手なんて、そんな。
Good at listening? No, not at all. Why are you making me... Oh, damn it. I was just in a state of perpetual bewilderment from all the shocking topics being thrown at me one after another.
今日した話、面白かった？
Did you like my story today?
まあ、興味深かったです。
Well, it was pretty interesting.
なら、また今度も聞いてくれる？
And I'll tell you some more sometime, okay?
ひなみ沢の昔話とかおとぎ話にも興味深いものがたくさんあるの。
There's a lot of pretty interesting legends and fairy tales about Hinamizawa.
もちろん、薄気味悪いのがたくさんね。
Of course, a lot of strange and creepy... Oh, whoopsie, I think I probably missed some... Okay. There's a lot of pretty interesting legends and fairy tales about Hinamizawa. Of course, a lot of strange and creepy ones too.
私特選のをたくさん披露するわよ。
I'll choose a bunch of my favorites and tell you about them. I was kind of happy, but kind of worried. I was kind of happy, but kind of worried. Oh, I can't help but smile and dryly and scratch my head. Wow, okay.
ケイチ君、もう行ってもいいんだよ。
Keiichi-kun, you can go home now.
高野さんがからかっているだけさ。
Takano-san is just messing with you. They say goodbye again and run off. I heard Tomitake-san call out behind him in a clear voice that we would see each other at the festival tomorrow. When I went to the tent Mion was waiting for me in, she was nowhere to be found. I made her wait so long, maybe she got mad and went home. Oh. After asking some adults passing by, I heard that she went home, talking to some relatives. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. But my regret for having made Mion wait wasn't enough to triumph over the impression Takano-san and Shion's uncanny story left on me. Serial murder incidents had happened 4 years in a row. Would tomorrow's events make this the 5th? And the possibility that someone from Hinamizawa was carrying this all out under the guise of the curse. The what? That just sounds okay. I don't know. The weird tradition of ritual sacrifice, entirely unbecoming of the Showa period we lived in. I regretted it a little, though it was too late. If none of those creepy stories had anything to do with me, then I should have let Mion pull me away from that crowd. I felt a little ashamed about letting my cheap curiosity get the better of me. Oh, okay. How's the end of that part then? Okay. Wow, that took a long time. Close to the festival. No, yeah, Watanagashi Festival. What am I talking about? I said no. Whoa! That is a lot of tips. What the hell, game? Why are there so many tips? From the scrapbook 1, 2, 3, and festivals around the corner. Okay, I guess we're about to start looking. Interesting. Oyashiro-sama's curse. In the ancient Onagafuchi village, the anger of Oyashiro-sama, his curse, was feared above all. However, it is seldom stated anywhere what eventually happens, and what sort of divine judgment, curse, befalls them when Oyashiro-sama is angry. From various reports, all hell will break loose. Demons will come flooding out. The miasma from hell will flood outward and kill every villager, letting not a single one escape. The ones evoking images of the village being annihilated stand out the most. These terrifying ideas of divine punishment are in alignment with many other religious beliefs regarding the apocalypse, hell, and it's easy to imagine that they are just ways of convincing people to obey the teachings in order to prevent such an end. The contradictions for inciting Oyashiro-sama's wrath are likely the same as the taboos in Onagafuchi village. I believe that when an act was performed that violates one of these taboos, Oyashiro-sama was termed angry. In order to quell his anger, they would perform the aforementioned sacrificial ritual. Okay. What the hell? Okay, from the scrapbook 2. The human sacrifice ritual. The sacrificial ritual was a simple drowning involving plunging sacrifices in Onagafuchi swamp, which was considered hallowed. All the rituals of Onagafuchi village, this one was unique in that the sacrifice would sink slowly over the long course of 3 days and 3 nights. I believe that it wasn't so much the killing of the sacrifice that was important, but rather the symbolism of them sinking as the submerging of Oyashiro-sama's anger. For that purpose, they must have had a passion for learning various methods for keeping the sacrifice from sinking too quickly, to force them to sink more slowly. Unfortunately, as far as I can tell from the records, those methods were not recorded. My thoughts are that they may have used logs or some similar material to create a raft, and then set up a scaffold on there, hung on the sacrifice with ropes, and let them sink little by little over time into the swamp. Wow, okay. However, if that were the case, it would not be strange if the ritual implements used for such a ceremony were honored as holy and enshrined elsewhere. Where would they be stored, though? That's interesting. From the scrapbook 3. Okay. Implements used for the ritual. Ritual tools Ritual tools utilized for ancient religious ceremonies are commonly referred to as implements or implements. And even now, some of them are enshrined on the property of the Furude Shrine and the three families. However, the identifiable tools are all decorative, and none appear to have been used in rituals governing the dark side of Onagafuchi Village. As the Edo era came to a close and many traditional rituals were they lost as well? Or perhaps buried in the darkness? I don't believe so. Both the implements used on the night of the feast of Onikakushi. Huh? Both the implements used on the night of the feast of Onikakushi. Okay, that's the first, okay. And those used during the sacrificial ceremony must still exist, enshrined away from the eyes of the masses. Without a doubt, they exist here today, at this very moment in Hinamizawa. But where? Also, I'm nearly certain where they've been enshrined. What was once locked steadfastly has, for some reason, changed this year to a cheap-looking padlock. He may be able to do something about such a lock. However, it is far from the assembly hall. It is not far from the assembly hall, nor is it even far from the presence of people. However, I will not give up. The night when it becomes a blind spot to every villager in Hinamizawa is coming soon. Soon it will be Watanagashi. This must be Takano then, I'm assuming, writing all this. Alright, festival's around the corner.
おいおい、今日のうちからへばっててどうすんだよ。本番は明日だぞ。
Komiyama. Hey, are you worn out already? Tomorrow's the real thing.
明日は最後の最後。バッチリ深夜まで燃え上がっていくんだからな。
We're gonna be partying until morning, until the very end of it all. Got it?
よっせ、気合い入れてきますぜ。
Oh, it's cool now. Okay, got it. I'll give it everything I've got.
よし、若さが一番だ。
Alright then, youth is the greatest.
みんなお疲れさん。渡流しはいよいよ明日だからな。
Good work, everyone. Tomorrow is Watanagashi at last.
今夜は早めに眠って体力を蓄えておいてくれよ。
Let's get some shut-eye in and save our energy for tomorrow night. Tomorrow is finally Watanagashi. Festivals are split into two groups, those who enjoy them and those who support them. The former only need practice their minds, but the latter needs not only that, but also painstakingly crafted plans and preliminary arrangements. While the general majority attending goes about enjoying the festival without a care in the world, will be strained the whole way through. Why?
そりゃ決まってるだろう。全部終わった後のビールがうまいからだよ。
You sure as hell know why. Because the beer after everything's over is the best damn beer you'll ever have. What beer? At times like these, it's best to have energetic, physical fit people. It wouldn't be worth it if you didn't do your best until the end, enjoying it the whole way.
ああ、来ました。
Oh, he's here. Ooishi-san came in. Everyone hurried to stand up.
はいはい、皆さんお疲れ様ですね。そのままで結構ですよ。
Hello, everyone. Excellent work out there. You can be at ease.
お疲れ様です。
Thank you, sir. Not even my seniors, who usually talk big about themselves, can hold a candle to Ooishi-san. We all bow as if we were one of those cheering squads of old. Kurado Ooishi. The detective just waiting to retire. One who doesn't pay much mind to rules and regulations. It doesn't do too much in the way of real work. He looks like a rotten old man with a penchant for dirty jokes. My seniors, though, tell me he was a real fighter in his younger days, and that he may or may not have been quite a heroic legend. I lost it. May or may not have quite a heroic legend trailing behind him. Anyway, He surely had more dignity and presence in the room than the section chief who came in with him.
皆さん、明日の綿流しの準備、本当にお疲れさんです。
Everyone, I really, really thank you for your hard work on the preparations for the festival tomorrow. Everyone present stands upright and lends their ears to the chief's directions.
昨年発生したように、連続事件を期待する愉快犯の出現が濃厚に危惧されます。各員、一層気を引き締め、犯罪の抑止のために任務を全うしてください。
We're on heavy alert for any thrill-seeking criminals expecting another incident like last year. I need all of you to focus your energy as much as possible in your mission to prevent any crimes from happening. Yes, sir.
何も起こらなければ一番いいんですがね。
Of course,
ですが皆さん、
it would be best if nothing happened. However, everyone,
必ず事件は起こると考えてくださいよ。
please assume that an incident will in fact occur.
抑止が一番ですが、まあ多分無理でしょう。今年も誰かが死んで誰かが消えます。
Prevention is number one, but it won't be enough. This year too, someone will die and someone will disappear.
もう間違いなく。
There's really no doubt about it. Very funny. Everyone apart from the section chief smiled painfully.
大石さん、そんなんじゃ困るよ。もっと真剣にやってくれなきゃ。
Ooishi-san, that won't do. We need to be more serious about this.
肝心なのは祭りの夜を越すことじゃないんです。明日の夜、起こった何かに迅速かつ徹底的にどこまでも食いついていくこと。
The important part isn't to get past the night of the festival. It's to be able to quickly, swiftly, and aggressively pursue whatever does happen tomorrow night.
気合い入れてくよ。兜の尾を引き締めてき。
I won't tolerate anything less than your best. Clench those cheeks.
お社様のたたりの化けの皮を完璧にひっぺかしてやるぞ。
We're gonna rip all the skin off the ghost of Ooishi-sama's curse. Is that it? Okay. Interesting. Got Watanagashi next. Oh yay! Someone and everyone's gonna have a bad time. Alright, let me save. Okay, we saved there.